Tonight, new technology is bringing new hope for solving a savage murder in Massachusetts from 34 years ago. 5 Investigates' Karen Anderson got an inside look at the revived investigation. Take a look.
This is Route 78 in the town of Warwick, Mass. We're about a mile and a half south of the New Hampshire line.
A prosecutor and 2 state police investigators at what, in 1989, was a grisly crime scene.
This is where the remains were recovered down this embankment.
It was a woman's dismembered body, probably killed a day or 2 earlier.
Probably middle-aged, about 5'5" in stature, had probably given birth to 1 or more children. The burning question is, who was she?
The answer has eluded generations of investigators. Now the case is with Stephen Gagne with the Northwestern DA's office, along with State Police Captain Jeffrey Cahill and Trooper Paul Margay.
And they would look at these returns to see if it's someone that could possibly be our victim.
They showed us some of the evidence gathered over the years: fingerprints, paper printouts with the names of people reported missing, and leads written down on index cards. The case, Gagne admits, is effectively cold.
It's like there's this ghost that we're trying to bring back to life in some sense, of putting a name and a face to her and ultimately trying to solve who did this to her.
But now there is new hope thanks to new technology.
With the advent of forensic genetic genealogy, this opens up a new path for us to possibly have that crack in the case that we haven't had so far.
Forensic genetic genealogy is a tool to find not just individuals, but relatives. Gagne and the investigators have already witnessed its power when they used it to identify remains found in 1978 in Granby. Her name was Patricia Ann Tucker.
We were able to track down her adult son in North Carolina, who until that day didn't know if he'd been abandoned, if his mother had died. Suddenly we could say, we've found your mother, and here's what happened to her.
A new DNA sample from this case is being sent to Othram in Texas, the lab that identified Tucker and solved scores of other mysteries. 5 Investigates visited Othram earlier this year for a first-hand look at how the technology is being used to identify victims and perpetrators, wherever even a microscopic sample of DNA is present.
What are your hopes for this case now, knowing the success with forensic genetic genealogy?
To meet her family and to be able to say, we now have some answers for you. That's ultimately what I'd love to see happen in this case.
District attorneys around the state have told us the cost to send DNA samples to outside labs can be prohibitive. Steve Gagne from the Northwestern DA's office tells us he'd like to see forensic genetic genealogy become standard. He says we'll have fewer unnamed victims and more perpetrators held accountable for crimes. In the newsroom, Karen Anderson, 5 Investigates.